Shalom, shalom to the elect of Yashala. This your brother Pawaria coming back at you with another quick lesson from Great Millstone Des Moines. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to all you Akim out there that's pushing his word in true sincerity and always in charity. And as you can see, the title is The War Within the Mind. And this is laying back and off a lesson that me and the brothers did earlier. And I just wanted to bring out some more precepts because this is where the battle begins, where you have to war with your thoughts is in the mind. You have to battle with lies, fear, doubt, temptation, condemnation. You know, you have thoughts of evil thoughts towards brothers. You evil thoughts towards yourself. Uh, this is where the battle begins, man. So our minds are under attack, and that's something Satan wants to. He wants to be able to. If he can get your mind, man, he got you. All right, and that's what he like to plant seeds of doubt, man. And just like with Eve, and you can read in Genesis 3:1, how he, you know, planted seeds of doubt with Eve, you know. So we gotta make sure we're examining every thought, that comes, into our mind. We gotta examine it and see if it lines up with the word. All right. And I like to compare it with, we can't control birds flying over our heads, but we can control that bird land a nest on top of our head. We can control that. And it's the same thing with our thoughts. We can't control our thoughts, but we can control it from building up and building a nest, and and just entertaining those thoughts, man. And that's something we have to do, man. We have to, hey, filter our thoughts out through the scriptures, because you can't live a victorious life with a defeated mindset. So we have to renew our minds, and you do that by the word of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, by prayer and by fasting, and by counsel. So that's why it's also important that you have uh, that you surround yourself with like-minded men. All right. So that's why the brotherhood is so important, man. Because we all want the same things, man. you know, we fear the Lord, and we want the kingdom to come. So yeah, so let's get a couple of scriptures, and I'll start with this, and I'll read this in Philippians 4:7. This is Philippians 4 and verse 7. It says, "And the peace of the Most High power, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Yahweh Shai Mashiach." All right. So, hey, we got to keep our minds on positive things. All right. Don't focus and entertain negative thoughts, worrying about things you don't have no control over. All right. It's all in the hands of the Lord, man. If we just keep our minds um, fixed on Him and the kingdom and the promises that He promised unto us. Verse 8, it says, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things." Hey, this is what we need to be thinking upon, man. Thinking upon the things that are holy, thinking on the things that the Lord set before us, that He promised unto us. you know. So when we going through certain things, man, fix our minds on these scriptures. Apply these scriptures in everything we got to go through, man. All right. The things that are written aforetime was written for our learning. So the Lord has given us examples on how we should move and how we shouldn't move when we in certain situations, because we coming into a time like no other. So we have to really be preparing ourselves and have that mindset of winning, not losing, not doubting, not fearing anything, but the Lord, right? So, hey, man, once again, it all starts in this mind, man. But this is Isaiah. I'm going to read Isaiah 26 and verse 3. It says, I started at verse 2. It says, "Open ye the gates, that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth may enter in. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee." Our minds got to be stayed on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, on these words. All right? Trust in these words. Trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because he in control of all of these things that's happening, man. All right? So, once again, when shit really hit the fan, and things get harder and harder and harder, that's just time that we have to apply our faith more and more and more. All right. And also rejecting negative thoughts of doubt. Man, that doubt, man, it ain't gonna get you far. Trust in the Lord, man. That's what we have to do. That's what we must do. That's what the Lord want us to do. But let's get this in John. Yeah, the Lord has given us all the tools we need to succeed, man, in this war, this spiritual warfare that we in. This thing that we call life. He gave us what we need to make it. If we just endure these things, apply these things, and if we are that number, man, we gonna make it through these things and have integrity about ourselves, man. Look at once again, we got examples of our forefathers that, man, they stood on business. They kept their faith in the Lord. That's it. And that's something we must do in these times. All right. Um, let's see. I'm gonna get John 14 and verse 27. Yahweh Shai said, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let it be afraid." All right, this world we live in, you will never have peace. Never. As long as this devil is ruling, there never will be peace on earth. Right? But the Lord has given us peace by giving us his word, giving us this truth. And we got to believe in it and not waver at all, because you got people that are wavering, stop believing, they go back into the world. You don't want to be a hoe ass nigga and go back to the world. That's a weak nigga. That you're weak if you go back into this world. You wicked, man. if you go back into this world. Because there ain't no other way to escape the wickedness of this world but through this word, this truth, and trusting in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, believing in Him, not wavering at all when shit really get bad. There's nothing to be afraid of, man. The Lord said there will be days like this. So, hey, we just got to go through it to get to it. But look at the reward that we're about to receive if we just go through these with a pure mind. You know what I'm saying? And keeping our faith until the end, man. So we have to renew our minds like it tells you in Romans 12:2. Renewing our minds, man. Not having a slave mentality. We have to have a kingdom mentality, a rulership mentality. Knowing that all these things here is about to come to naught. And what's to come is something that's eternal, a righteous kingdom. So we have something to look forward to and something to fight for, So we got to keep our mind stayed on these things. All right. This is 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 10:3. It says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the power of the pulling down of strongholds." We got to, pull down all these strongholds, man, that got our minds locked up and enslaved to this world. Things that are carnal and all these things, man, we got to let go of those things, tear those things down, them things that we was taught, all the lies we was taught, we got to tear all of it down, man. And like we said in that lesson, man, putting on the whole armor, Ephesians 6:11 on down, we got to put on the whole armor of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. He's given us those tools. He's given us the clothing that we got to put on to prepare for war. The Lord gave us a survival kits, and we got it, man. We got everything we need, I read one more. It says, "Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High power, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai Mashiach." Man, so got to cast down all these thoughts, man, that is not of the Lord, being in control. Guard our minds. That's what we got to do. We got to guard our minds, man. So when you have evil thoughts knocking at the door of your mind, you identify it and be like, "Oh, nah, hell nah, you can't come in." Get up the street, get up out of here. All right, we got to guard our minds, man, because Satan will try to creep in any way he can, man. Leave that window open here, try to climb in that window to get into your mind, man. All right, but let's get a couple more and I end it. In the world, they always say the mind is a terrible thing to waste, man. All right, so we got to guard our minds. Can't let it be wasted with the things of this world, with evil thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Condemning yourselves. But this is Romans 8:1. It says, "There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who walk not after the flesh, But after the spirit, we had to walk in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and not in this flesh. When you walk in this flesh, man, you're going to have all kinds of evil thoughts, condemning yourself, man. You'll have thoughts like, oh, yeah, you're not a man of the Lord. This not even the truth. You not even in the truth. Or, man, Satan will play all kinds of, man, games. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that brother over there, he hates you. He don't, you know what I'm saying? He hating on you and talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Or the Lord, hey, man, Satan is trying to bring division, and he's working in overtime. He ain't gonna stop. All right, he's coming for the elect, but we know, hey, through the scriptures, hey, the elect ain't gonna be moved. We gonna stand on stand 10 toes down, like they say, man. You know what I'm saying? Without wavering, Lord willing, we are that number, the elect, because that's who the Lord is coming back for, man. So we got to put on as the elect. All right. But I'll end it with this. Proverbs 23. Read verse 7. And it reads, it says, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. And that's the point, man. Hey, how we think about ourselves, we got to be careful on how we think about ourselves, man. You know? So, just, think positive things, man, because your mind will play tricks on you. My mind playing tricks on me, man, like that song by the Ghetto Boys, man. We can't allow our mind to be playing tricks on us, man. But it says, eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. But the point I wanted to get in that is, hey, what a man thinketh, so is he. So, hey, we can't be thinking negative things about ourselves, man, as well, So we gotta, hey, once again, have that that victorious mindset. All right, that we could do anything through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua that strengthen us. All right. So pray, pray, and this is going out to me first and foremost, man. So we gotta pray that the Lord strengthen us to allow us to be better version of ourselves. That's what the Lord want to see us doing. He want to see us grow. He want to see us grow through life and not just go through life. He want to see us growing in every aspect. He want us to be a better servant for him, a better brother for the brotherhood, a better husband, a better father, a better son, all just a better man. So that was pretty much it. Just knowing that, hey, our minds is under attack, so we got to keep fighting and keep fighting and keep crying out to the Lord, keep praying and crying out to the Lord that He come and bring peace for us. Like it says, how scripture go where it says how just keep crying out to the Lord, be not silent until the Lord make Jerusalem a peace on earth. Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right. But we gotta keep crying out to the Lord, man, that He come in and soon to deliver us out of this wicked ass society. And that's when He gonna truly renew our minds and put His law, statutes, and commandments into our inward thoughts. So now we ain't gonna have no We ain't gonna have none of these negative thoughts no more, man. We ain't gonna sin no more because hey, he gonna put it within us where we not even gonna sin no more. And if we can't sin no more, we ain't gonna die no more. All right. So hey, we gotta keep our eyes on the prize, man, because the Lord is definitely coming in this lifetime. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The Lord is giving us the signs that He is on His way. But Lord willing, this was edifying and exhorting. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to all you Akim out there that's pushing His word in true sincerity and always in charity. Brakatham Akiyam. We almost out this hellhole. Let's keep on pushing and endure to the end. And gotta keep our mind right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right and keep your mind right. All right. Shalom.